Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we haven't done one of these in a while.
We have not.
Actually, in this instance, we've never done one of these.
Have never.
But we have a two-handed tips video for you today, and we got ourselves a test dummy.
I am the student, he is the teacher.
Actually, I had a lot of people reach out, going to clinics, going to pro-ams, whatever it is, saying that, they enjoyed our videos about the tips and it really helped them. And we even had a clinic full of high school coaches and just coaches in general, and they really enjoyed the little snippet of the last video that we showed them as well. So we thought, why not do another one? But now we have a student that I can actually help, and we're actually going to have him throw some purposely not so good shots.
Maybe accidental.
And he might be trying to throw them good, we don't know. And then we're going to kind of talk over them. There's one large thing that I want to cover in this video, and I think that I see in, I would say, 98 to 99% of the kids that I see bowl two-handed that either start young or have never had a coach or anything like that. So that is one massive thing I want to cover, and we'll see if Mikey does it. If not, I'll just make him do it, and so we can show you guys. All right, guys, so the big thing that I see with a lot of the two-handers, usually kids or just people that have transitioned that aren't sure how to use their body properly to create power, is a lot more upper body usage, a lot less lower body usage. So a big thing that I like to see is, let's see if we can get you into a finished position here.
A full finished position?
Full finished position. So a lot of times players will start almost here as they're releasing the bowling ball, right? Super kind of almost back, getting parallel to the lane. And then as they're releasing the bowling ball, it's more up and back this way, right? So you're kind of shooting like, you got an easy money sniper, Kevin Durant fadeaway, but you don't have a defender. So there's really no reason for you to be fading away from the shot. So what I would like to see is go ahead in that finished position again. Mikey already has a pretty solid finished position, right? So he's got a little forward spine tilt, not too much, not too little. If you're kind of looking at it from the side, maybe like 40 degrees or so, not quite 45. But what this allows him to do is, one, his chest is actually pointed towards the target. His head can actually stay outside of the bowling ball if we're looking directly from behind. That means the ball is a little bit closer to the ankle, head's a little bit outside of that. That means his eye is actually directly over his target line. So now it makes way more sense to where he's standing, where he's aiming, where he's trying to throw it, to be able to repeat shots a little bit more consistently. So how do we fix this, right? A lot of times, like we just said, right? Players are getting here using a lot more upper body lean and a lot less lower body knee bend to be able to get into the line. So what I want Mikey to do for these next couple shots, right? Mikey's already a pretty good student, so it's a little bit challenging here to show not so great shots. But as he gets super, super far forward, we actually have a couple of shots of Mikey throwing some maybe not so good ones. And as he throws it, as the upper body goes down and back up, that's a very common miss. So we want to, if I was coaching Mikey and I see that after a few shots, I'm going to tell Mikey to feel as if there is a board tied to his spine, and I want that board pointed to the ceiling for the entirety of the approach. So Mikey, if you want to go ahead and grab a shot or grab a ball, throw a shot, and I want him to feel as if there is a board. No, full shot.
Full shot.
Full shot. We're going right into it. We're going right into it. A full shot, we're going to feel as if there is a board attached to your spine, and I want it pointed straight towards the ceiling for the entirety of the approach.
All right.
Beautiful. So if you guys pay attention to that, especially like that, pretty much once the ball drops into the swing, right, that's when the body wants to lean forward as it's swinging back through. Once that gets set, that upper body spine tilt stays very similar throughout the rest of the approach. So now it is up to our legs to drive into the shot. So that one was really, really good. And that one allows the upper body to be a little bit taller, so the swing plane can actually be more parallel to the ground, getting the ball into the lane a little bit smoother, not quite as steep. One, it's going to allow for more predictable ball motion because your ball is not going to, basically bounce into the lane, get offline one way or the other. And two, we're actually going to be able to see what we're hitting. So we want to throw one more. Again, so again, the same feeling. So if you guys at home take some videos from this angle, from this side angle, and if you see that your body getting super far forward, with your upper body getting super far forward, and then as you're throwing the shot, it's kind of popping up. You can even see it from the back view where your head will actually be kind of going up and to the left, right? So that body's coming up, head goes up and to the left. Really hard to get the ball going to the right. These are all for right-handers, by the way. It's really hard to get the ball going to the right if everything's going to the left. So that upper body being a little bit more stable allows us to stay stable and make a much more consistent release. Yeah, really good.
And a spare.
Really good. The other thing, again, ties into, right, this is a domino effect, right? The approach is only a few seconds long, so there's a lot of different things that happen that can, make or break a good shot. So when that upper body stays a little bit more stable and consistent, as we saw Mikey throw those last few, that allows the shoulder to stay a little bit further back as it's releasing through. The elbow can stay a little bit tighter to the body. The hand can stay under the ball a little bit more as well. So another issue, if you're not sure and you can't take video of you bowling, if you're not sure that if this is a problem that you're having, if you are tracking over the finger holes, I can almost promise you that this is a issue that you're having, because what happens, body gets super far forward, there's really nowhere for it to go, so this right shoulder actually rolls forward to try to keep the hand underneath. So the right shoulder rolls forward, elbow comes out, hand can't stay behind the ball nearly enough. You kind of have to, I guess you're kind of coming over the top of hooking it, right? So if you ever heard of one-handers say they thumb down a shot, or just anyone talk about thumbing down, same concept for two-handers, we just aren't using our thumb. So that is probably the biggest thing that I see in two-handers. And like I said, that's probably one of the first places that I like to work with my students, because one, that just allows for a lot more consistency right off the bat, and two, it gets your body into a much better position to allow for future improvements to your game. So thank you very much, Mikey, for being a fantastic student there.
I always try.
Yeah, and hopefully we will see you guys in the next one.